What's up, my guys, and welcome back. I'm your host, Cody, and this is the Wrasslin Report Card. Hey, I just want to apologize for my voice in advance. I know it's always pretty annoying, but today, what do you want me to say? It's been a crazy weekend in the world of professional wrestling. So, what I do on my show is I take a wrestling show, I break down each match, I give it a letter grade, and at the end, I tally them son bitches up to give that show its own report card. Like I said, it's been a crazy weekend. We started off Friday Night SmackDown. You had Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes going face-to-face for the first time in their build-up to WrestleMania. Then, last night, we had AEW Revolution. That was just insane. Go check it out if you haven't already. I'm on a WWE breakdown, so I'm not going to say too much. I might get in trouble. And then tonight, we got Monday Night Raw. And did Triple H have a show in hand for us or what? We had, John Cena is back. I grew up a Randy Orton fan, so boo, but no, you can't lie. Anytime you hear those organs and John Cena's music plays, you are on your feet, my guy. Also, we had internet sensation Logan Paul in the house as him and Seth Rollins go face-to-face for the first time in their build-up to WrestleMania. And in the main event, you had Sami Zayn taking on Jimmy Uso, and we get the huge return of Jey Uso. We finally figure out what the hell he's been doing. And then in the opening match, you had Kevin Owens taking on another member of the Bloodline in Solo Sikoa. You had Lita in the house. You had Trish in the house. You had Edge in the house. I tell you what, did we have a show on hand. So without further ado, go ahead, buckle up your seatbelts, and let's get to grading, my guy. So we get tonight's episode started off with a good old-fashioned slobber knocker. It's Kevin Owens taking on Solo Sikoa. And I tell you what, KO didn't even wait for the bell to ring to kick this sumbitch off. And then as KO looked like he was getting the upper hand early on, out came Jimmy Uso, who caused enough of a distraction to allow Solo to seize the momentum back. Then we come back from the commercial break. Jimmy's still ringside, though he looks very, very distracted. I wonder why. Anyways, Jimmy then hopped up on the ring apron, but all that got him was a huge right hand courtesy of Kevin Owens. KO went on to hit a beautiful swanton, but when he made the cover, Jimmy Uso came flying in to make the save, but that ended up giving KO the win via DQ. But hey, we ain't here for wins and losses. We're here to send a message. So after the match, Solo and Jimmy went on to lay the smackdown onto KO until Sami Zayn's music hit. Down he came and ended up running both those guys off with a steel chair. However, when he reached his hand out to his own pal KO, Owens rolled out of the ring refusing and then walked off, leaving Sami Zayn standing alone. And man, that was a great way to start this show. I'ma slap a B on that sumbitch, but we gonna keep it moving. Up next, we got the WWE Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair in action as she's taking on Carmella. Now, after forming a friendship recently with WWE's own Karen, Carmella was joined along ringside by Chelsea Green for this match. Now, throughout this match, Carmella kept yanking Bianca by her braid, and you know that's just not something you do. Finally, Bianca had enough though. She snapped and just started going off, but when she actually made the cover, that damn Jezebel Chelsea Green distracted the ref from making the 3 count, and she wasn't done there, but she should have been, my guy, because Bianca just ended up tossing her ass over the barricade. But after this, Carmella damn near got the 3 count from a surprise roll-up, but even with her feet up on the rope, she wasn't enough for the champ. Bianca kicked out, got up, and then picked that sumbitch up, hit her with the KOD, and ain't nobody kicking out of that, my guy. The EST got the 1, 2, 3, but right after the match, once again, Chelsea Green attacked the champ like, when are you gonna learn? And as her and Carmella were jumping her, Asuka's music hit, down she came, she had the miss, when she spit it, it went straight into the eye of the Karen, I tell you what. And then in front of the WrestleMania sign, when the dust settled, there just stood 2 women, 2 badass women, Asuka, Bianca Belair, and I cannot wait for that, my guy. So for that match, everything that followed, I'm gonna give it a B+. I cannot wait till those 2 square off at WrestleMania. I really don't know who's gonna win. Like, y'all know Bianca's my dog, but Asuka feel like she got all the momentum right now. So thank you, Triple H. Well, we gonna keep it pushing, cause up next, we got the first time the face-to-face between Seth Rollins and internet sensation Logan Paul. So everybody, welcome to Miz TV But no time for intros, we're getting straight into it. Logan Paul came out first, but before he could even come down from the turnbuckle, Seth Rollins' music hit, out he came, and the crowd was a-singing. And is Seth Rollins over or what, my guy? I tell you what, he literally had this Boston crowd eating from the palm of his hands, and for the first time since the Elimination Chamber, we got Logan Paul and Seth Rollins in the same ring. Now, after these two exchanged pleasantries, Seth Rollins said, hey, Boston ain't come here to see us talk. They want to see me get my pound of flesh back. But Logan Paul reminded him, hey, I don't fight for free, bud. I'm a prize fighter. So maybe at WrestleMania, if the time's right, if the money's right, we could throw down. Now, tonight, The Miz really tried to keep the peace, but it only lasted so long. Things got out of hand. By God, we got Seth Rollins and Logan Paul throwing down in the middle of the ring on Monday Night Raw. The Miz ran in and tried to pull Seth off of him, but Rollins just super kicked that sumbitch. However, when he turned back around, Seth turned straight into a massive right from Logan Paul, which put his ass to sleep. Yes, Logan Paul knocked Seth Rollins out cold, and with Rollins out cold, Logan Paul grabbed the mic. He said, let me know your answer to my WrestleMania challenge when you wake up, bud. Oh, and bye-bye, bitch. Ha 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 ha. I can't lie, Logan Paul pressed me on the mic there. I'm going to give that an A, but we still got to move on. Up next, we got the 7'3", 416-pound Omos going up against Dolph Ziggler, and I'm not going to lie, I blinked and missed everything, but yeah, Omos hit the world's tallest slam, and in quick fashion, he got the 1-2-3 over my guy, Dolph Ziggler. Then after the match, MVP got on the mic and told everyone that the 7'3", 460-pound Nigerian giant will tame the beast, Brock Lesnar, at WrestleMania. Okay, yeah, that was just a quick squash match, but I'm going to give it a C+. I know everybody always hates on Omos, but this is exactly what we need to do with him. Put him with skilled guys, give him quick victories, and let's build up this WrestleMania match. Well, I got to keep moving on, because up next, we got Finn Balor going up against Johnny Gargano. Now, with Finn being accompanied by the entire Judgment Day, Johnny Wrasslin brings his old pal Dexter Lumis ringside with him to try to even the odds. Now, these two went on to put on a freaking clinic. Once Gargano had the upper hand, the Judgment Day did what they do best, as they caused enough of a distraction to give Finn the upper hand back, when next thing you know, so you think you know me, hits, by God, Edge is here, Edge is here. So Priest and Rhea ran up, tried to cut him off at the ramp, but Edge snuck up through the crowd, pushed Finn off of that turnbuckle, which led to Johnny Wrestling being able to get the 1-2-3. After the match, Edge then attacked Finn, and then outside of the ring, Dexter Lumis just wiped out Damian Priest, and then Dexter Lumis and Rhea Ripley had an interesting stare down, and I don't know why, but I need to see them fight now. Do it at WrestleMania. Hell, I do know at WrestleMania, we might be getting Demon Finn Balor taking on Brood Edge, and who is mad at that, my guy? For that match right there, I'm going to give it a B+. I hope we do get that at WrestleMania. I mean, both of them. Screw Charlotte Flair, Rhea Ripley, Dexter Lumis. That's the money's match. Well, we are going to move over to the women's division, because up next, we got Piper Niven taking on Nikki Cross. After Nikki Cross cost her match last week against Candice LeRae, Piper Niven gets her revenge as she hits Nikki with the, I don't know what you want to call that, but Piper Niven gets the 1-2-3, and that's all that matters, my guy. But for that match, I'm going to give it a D+, whatever that move was. It was a little sloppy, let's just be honest. But up next, the Organs play. The crowd goes wild. By God, we got John Cena back on Monday Night Raw. But before we can get too loud, before we can get too lit, Austin Theory's whack-ass music hit. Down he came. Then he grabbed the mic and he said, John Cena, I want you at WrestleMania. So John Cena simply said, nope. Cena went on to just son Young Theory on the mic. He said, look, kid, you got the looks, the talent, the ability, but you don't got the heart or the soul. I don't believe in you. The fans don't believe in you. Hell, you don't even believe in you. You just a John Cena wannabe stuck in your ruthless aggression phase, wearing shades indoors. Hell, you're a pair of trunks away from being a jabroni, Jack. Then Cena ended all this up by saying, shut up, walk out of my ring, and me and Boston here will let you leave in one piece. Theory then got on the mic and said, I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere, just like your bald spot ain't going nowhere. I mean, he actually held his own a little bit, but then Cena hit him with the Mortal Kombat fatality shot. He said, hey, I'd rather have a bald spot than to have WWE pipe in crowd noise during my matches, because nobody gives a shit. Ah, yeah, he got you right there, big dog. Cena then told him, you really are dumb son bitch, ain't you? You ain't ready for me, kid, but you left me no choice. So let's ask this Boston crowd, do you really want to see John Cena take on Austin Theory? And I mean, like we really had to ask that, my guy. After a deafening yes from the crowd, John Cena announced that at WrestleMania 39, it will be Austin Theory putting that United States title on the line against John Cena. Then, before walking off, Cena made fun of his manhood, and then as he got up the ramp, he reiterated, Theory, you ain't ready for Mania, but this crowd deserves somebody who is. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Twitty. Oh, damn it, who put that on the prompter? But seriously, John Cena goes, here he is, it's Cody Rhodes. Like, we literally gotta watch John Cena introduce Cody Rhodes. That was bad ass, my guy. Now, for that promo, for everything that just happened right there, I'm gonna give it an A+. Like, wrestling don't get much better than that. And don't forget, John Cena is still that guy on the mic. But come match time, we all know how good Theory is in the ring. Well, let's keep it moving on. Up next, earlier in the night, we go backstage and we see that Baron Corbin's trying to get some friends. So Maxine tells him, hey, if you take care of our little Chad Gable problem so we can steal OTs from him, you could join our group. And are we getting a tease of the broke Corbin gimmick? I really hope we are. So this led to Baron Corbin taking on Chad Gable. Thank you. And I really like this matchup here. Both guys need a win. Plus, Gable is just that guy in the ring. Now, after Gable hit that roll through suplex he hits, Corbin answered with a massive backbreaker chokeslam, but he spent a little too much time celebrating, which allowed Gable to put that sumbitch in an ankle lock, and Baron Corbin had no choice but to tap out, my guy. Thank you. I'm gonna give that match there a B-. I literally don't think I've seen Chad Gable win since pre-COVID days, honestly. It's probably been since before the swine flu, brother. It's been that long. Well, up next, we go back to the women's division, as after winning their tag team titles, we got Becky Lynch and Lita in the ring celebrating, when next thing you know, Trish Stratus music hits, down she comes, and we got all three of them in the ring together for the second week in a row. Trish Stratus gets on the mic, she's talking her shit to Bayley, when next thing you know, Damage Control came out, so Trish goes, hey, I'm gonna put it very simple, Bayley. I can go from I am to retired to I was retired, just like that, my guy. So how about at WrestleMania, we go us three versus Damage Control? Well, Bayley says yes, and I don't think Dakota Kai and Io Sky liked her talking for them yet again very much. But before you knew what happened, Lita, Trish, and Becky Lynch were laying the smackdown on those three ladies. So yes, at WrestleMania, it will be Damage Control taking on Trish Stratus, Lita, and Becky Lynch. Now, don't get me wrong, that's going to be great, but I believe we need to have the tag team titles on the line at the grandest stage of them all. So hopefully, maybe we can transition to something to like Bayley taking on Trish Stratus in a singles match, and then have Becky and Lita defend those titles against, I don't know, Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. Maybe even throwing Damage Control, make it a triple threat tag team match. I mean, who knows? But I think we need to have those titles on the line. That's all I'm saying. For that match right there, I'm going to give it a B-. And that's enough of the talk, because it's time for the main event. We got Sami Zayn taking on Jimmy Uso, and we're all wondering the same thing going into this. Where the hell is Jey Uso, and what is he going to do? So Jimmy's coming into this match sliding on thin ice with Roman, and the Tribal Chief has given strict orders to Jimmy to take care of the Sami Zayn problem tonight, since he failed to last week. So during the match, Jimmy was in full control until the ref booted Solo from ringside, and while Jimmy was distracted with all that, Sammy regrouped and hit that sumbitch with the Blue Thunder powerbomb and damn near picked up the 1, 2, 3. So then we come back from the break to a massive pop from the crowd, and by God, Jey Uso is here. He's in Boston, and I couldn't help but notice that Jey Uso didn't have his tag team titles there with him in Boston, but he made his way down to the ring, and while Jimmy had his eyes on his brother, boom, Sami Zayn snuck up, he got the roll up, and actually picked up the 1, 2, 3 over Jimmy Uso. Man, but hey, the more important thing, after the match, Jey gets in the ring. So now, it's Jimmy Uso, it's Jey Uso, and they're face to face. But after an intense stare down, Jey Uso just left, got down there with Sami Zayn, and after another intense stare down, Jey Uso actually embraces Sami Zayn in front of his own brother, and with the entire Boston crowd going crazy for this, Jey Uso then shocked the Garden as he turned and super kicked Sami's teeth down his throat. You thought I was gonna choose you? Hell no. He then threw Sami's ass in the ring. Solo joined his brother, and the 3-on-1 beatdown continued until, by God, Cody Rhodes came running down to save the day. And what did Sami think was gonna happen? That little traitor? That's what I'm talking about, Jey Uso. Now, for that match right there and everything that followed, I'm gonna give it an A-. And I've been hearing it all week. There's cracks in the bloodline. Get out of here with that, man. The only cracks I see around here are the ones in Sami Zayn's jaw after he got that beat down delivered to him courtesy of the bloodline, okay? Well, y'all know what time of the show it is. We got all the grades in. Now let's take a look at the report card. After tallying everything up, we came out with a final letter grade of a B. That's right, an 86%. Like I said, a crazy weekend of pro wrestling just went down. I'm glad I got to witness it all. I hope y'all enjoyed these videos. I apologize for the voice again. Once again, my name's Cody. I'm signing off. Shout out to OG Bobby Knifehawk for the music. I hope all y'all stay safe and have a nice day.